Good, actually. The
Good.
last session has been really helpful. I don't think have tilted once since we
Excellent.
had that session. Yeah, it's
Excellent.
good.
Excellent. Excellent. Good to hear. I mean, it's all about the practice habits, right? Like
Yep.
it's not about developing a strong mental necessarily. It's just about avoiding the circumstances, avoiding the situations that make the game frustrating or unproductive for you. So, um, okay, let's get this rolling here. So, working on at the time of the form, you said ball and hazard. Is that still the case?
Yes, yes. This
Okay,
form is like 2 weeks old, so
that's okay.
pretty up to date.
Pretty good. Okay, okay, sounds good. Any questions about practice schedule, practice structure since our last session? I know we've had a few, so I don't want to be repetitive here.
Yeah, no questions about practice. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see here. Hazard, 5 hours per week. Goals, lack of quality play time. Feeling cocky because I watch all the spoiler videos, but I still make the mistakes. Yeah, I know how that goes. Yeah, how do you think it feels for me? You know, because I'm like the guy that does the coaching, then I go into game, and then I got people in my Twitch chat telling me how bad I am. So, you know, I trust me, I know exactly how you feel here. So, okay. Any questions about strategy, micro, macro? Just any questions, period. Here.
Yes, I have one question about the crouch keybind. That's like a new question coming up. So I used to use my Alt key as my crouch, but since
Yeah.
the perks come out, that key is taken, and I don't know if I want to mess around with all the keybinds, but because I can like I try to use the control key, the default crouch key, but I just cannot do the crouch spam uh thing. Like it gives
Yeah.
me cramps. I don't know if you
Yeah,
have
I know
any
what you mean.
suggestions.
I use C. I like C because I've never had a situation where I wanted, now there's probably a situation I'm forgetting, but I've never found a situation where I needed to both jump and crouch, if that makes sense, at the same time. So, you know, you use your thumb for spacebar to jump, right? But you can
Mm-hmm.
also use your thumb for crouching. So I definitely prefer C. I've always used C because I'm with you. I
Mm-hmm.
really did not like control. It felt really awkward for my pinky to go backwards. And it felt
Yes.
like I can't crouch and press my cooldown, my shift at the same time. So I would recommend C. I would recommend C.
Well,
At least,
that's the problem with ball. When you do text, you actually do need to do the jump. At
and
least for
crouch.
me, like
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes I hold the jump and the crouch to do the slam. So for ball, I have the control button for because I don't crouch spam on ball, but I do
Right.
need to do
Right.
text and spam. But then if so, then the ball perk key will be different from other
Yeah.
heroes perk key, and that's kind of I was trying that and it's kind of messing up my mind.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
tricky, but as anything else, you'll get used to it. So if that's like the best that you can do, you'll adjust. You'll adjust.
true,
It's not
true.
optimal, but if it's what you have to do, then that's what you just have to do. There's just no way of working around it. So yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
okay, so okay,
yeah. Besides that, I mean, like I said, C is good if you can do it. If you can't do it, then that's fine. Make the best of what you can.
yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it's not just me that the control doesn't control key doesn't
No,
work
I
for
hate
me.
it. I've never used it. Yeah,
Okay,
I hate it. I hate it.
okay.
Okay, ball choke attack here.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just look at the YouTube.
Let's do it here really fast here. Let me get the
Yeah, because this is on China server, so I couldn't give you the code.
that's fine. Yeah, I didn't even think about that actually. That's definitely different here. Okay, so window capture here. There. Okay, so I want to make sure that we're recording this as well. There. Okay. See this? Can you see this? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Defend objective
Um, yeah, and also I just wanted to say like this. I don't think I played really well here. It's a kind of terrible
That's fine. Hang on. It's
engage.
being weird.
So, oh, okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're
I
good.
kind of just have no clue how to attack this first point. So, and
Sure.
the only clip I have is this fight. So I just give it to we can more talk about the strategy, like
Yeah.
what I'm looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
on this attack.
So 66 can kind of change things a little bit. I guess there's a little bit more tank trading available to you just because all the health pools are smaller, but I don't think it changes that much. You need to get out of the choke. You need to get out of the choke. And so like there's a lot of ways to do it. Let me give you a couple of them here. One is you can do the coast rollout, I'm pretty sure. So that's where you take the full outright rotate. I swear that there's a rotate that you could do with a grapple there. I might be wrong with that one. So.
I do. It just takes some time, and I guess I can. Sometimes I do it if I think they check me a lot, but like by default is just this easy rollout. I feel like most of the time I get away with this, so I just do it because it's fast. But if they check me, then I do the other fancy stuff.
Okay.
But are you saying I shouldn't even do this default at all?
You can, but there's another one that's probably more easy. The one would be you basically bait down main and then go right, or you go what you do here. You bait right and then you actually go. Can you see my mouse?
Yes.
Yeah, so you actually go back through main. So you bait right and then you grapple on this the little arch here, and then you go right through left, through main to left.
Gotcha.
The other
and
one
the first way you're talking about is all the way right?
Yes,
like
all the way right, coast side, off the map.
The map.
Yeah, off the map. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
The other thing that you can do as well with retract is you can do a really, really easy one is just do a grapple pull up over the arch, over the choke, on top of the bridge. So what you do is you go from here, and then you can go either from here or from here, and then grapple here. Again, my mouse, top left here, and retract yourself up to top and go out that way.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't. This will work more often in 5v5, but even in 5v5, you'll find times where you get CC'd on this door. I just don't like that very much. I think going towards main to lean left, or going full coast, or retracting like this right here is just so much harder for them to stop, right? So this is good. It just took you too long to get there, and then by the time that you get there, your team's kind of already dead. So does that answer your question, or do you have some more of this that you wanted to look at?
More because like this choke, my problem is like the team don't, and this one is even, it's kind of not that bad because my team is mobile, but a lot of times we'll have the on my notes I have the next point is like when we have like a totally static compound that just stuck on the choke with shooting a Zarya, and
the answer is really simple. There's nothing you can do. All you can do is do the most damage that you can possibly do, force people to come back, and if your team can't trade an HP Zarya pool, GG, go next. Straight up.
Oh, okay.
Nothing you can do. This is fine. This is a good grapple to a corner. Force nade. You probably should be going back right now because you have adaptive shields, so I think this is where you screw up. So right here, bam, bam, nice. Turn, shoot, nice. Suzu, nade, bam. Good. Damage, distraction. Everyone's looking at you. Now, 540 HP. Walk back in. You can either grapple, retract up over the top here, and then look for a slam on the Ana, or you go back in and basically do the same thing. The problem here is that your team is fighting, and then you're doing for this long downtime just to get the point here. So I don't think that this was worth it. You could have done this by grappling up over the top and then just slamming right here. Would have saved you probably 4 or 5 seconds.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So your initial engage was good. You needed to go back in again because you still had CDs and you still had HP and you still had adaptive shields. So the downtime between cycles was too long. This is okay, but obviously now your entire team is dead, so now you need to wait. Sure. This might be too early, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a little early, but it's not bad. This is okay. Good. Now you'll be able to slam. Distract.
Is that too long, this rotation?
Well, no, because look at what's happened here. So they're all focusing you and you don't have CDs. So the reason why I was saying it was too long with the other one is because you did have CDs, right? Yes, this right here, you pop adaptive shields. They're all turning and focusing you. There's really, I mean, you could shoot a little here maybe, but they're all focusing you. You need to get out.
Yep.
Yeah, and no, you no longer have CDs. So this grapple here is fine, but the next step needs to be, okay, I set up my next engage. And so then now your team goes in. Now you have CDs, but you're already going in again. This is good. You see this? Like when you coach yourself on ball, the rule is always uptime, balance versus your life, right? So you need to go, how much uptime can I squeeze out by going in and out, in and out, in and out? Most ball players tend to go in way too hard, get almost killed, or forced out for a very long time. But the reality of the way Wrecking Ball is played is that you go in, distract a little bit, go out. Distract a little bit, go out. Distract a little bit, go out. Yep. But very fast, right? Not out for very long. But if you go in really hard, like let's say you go big slam, big adaptive shields, big grapple, then yeah, you need a few seconds of downtime. But like this right here, you can spin to win. Yep, spin to win. And then you're out, but then you still have HP, you still have your cooldowns, you still have HP and your slam now, so you need to go back in right now. And you do. Now, my critique here would be because you have slam, I want a slam from you. Right? So then you need to go from the information that you have on your screen. So you don't know the Sojourn's up here, okay? Doesn't matter. This is a slam. You need to grapple here or grapple here, swing, scoop, and slam right now.
Well, is it better than spin to win?
Yes. More direct damage onto a specific target.
Oh, okay.
Spin to win's better for AoE pressure, but if you have a specific target and you have the slam cooldown, you need to use it. So like right now, look at that Ana. She's dead.
Yeah.
She needs to die right now.
So that's my question too. When do I look for AoE? When do I look for a target?
When you can answer that question, you've learned how to play Wrecking Ball. Okay,
that's like question.
Yeah, it's an impossible question to answer. Really, we can break that question down into easier answers. Okay, so here's the real question. Okay, when should I look for a slam versus when should I just go right through the middle of the enemy team and just kind of grapple through them and get out? You tell me.
I slam, but I'm not gonna get like CC that chunked.
Right, CC. Okay, what else? Because sometimes you do it even when they have CC. When would you do that?
For a kill?
Sure, for a kill. Like right now, for example, you know that you don't know if they have CC. Right, or follow up, right? Like you know your team is here and you know that this Ana is low. You need to kill her. It's worth dying. It's worth the slam, right? Okay, here's another question. When would you go for an AoE slam versus killing an isolated target?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know, right? It depends, right? It depends. Depends on the isolated target. Like, if let's say that you knew Sojourn was up here, would you AoE slam here, or would you go for the Sojourn instead?
Oh, I go for the Soldier.
Why?
She's too much of a threat to my team.
Sure, exactly. And you have the cooldowns to do it, right? So every decision with Ball is it depends. Depends. Do you have adaptive shields? Do you have slam? Do they have CC? Is your team there? Is your team not there, right? And so what you need to do is you need to break these decisions down into smaller chunks, smaller parts. So what we've seen so far here is when you do have cooldowns and you do have health, like this right here, bam, look at your HP, look at your cooldowns. You have slam, you have grapple, you have most of your health and adaptive shields. There is no reason for you to have major downtime right now. You need to go in now. You understand?
If I went in right there, they will be looking at me, and that's fine. Correct.
Yes, that's fine. As long as it's a good engage. As long as it's a good engage and as long as you don't die. Yes. Okay. So this is when you needed to go in more. Okay? This engage right here isn't good because it was not bad, but it wasn't good enough because you didn't slam directly. You needed to hit the Ana directly. Now, was it good to slam the Ana? What do you think?
I don't see anything else to do.
Yeah, right. And you also have, look what you have here. Look at the cooldown. You have it, right? So it's worth the risk. You have adaptive shields. Your team is fighting. You have slam. Go. Do it. Nice. Okay. That's what we're looking to improve, is your decision-making around your cooldowns and around what's happening with your team. This right here, good decision. Bam, everyone looks at you, adaptive shields out, your team walks forward. Now you don't have cooldowns, so you need to wait. So what do? You wait. You set up, now you have cooldowns, but you don't want to go in just yet because you don't know about sleep, you don't know about adaptive shield, so you go, I don't want to go for the Ana just yet because she's too far away and she may have sleep dart. So what do? You spend to win. Safe. Probably safer than going in. Then you get slowed, you adaptive shields, and you leave. You shoot. You go, I still have slam. My team is all here. Now I'm going to go in again. This is the mistake, though. You need to use the slam when you had it.
Yeah, I needed to kill the Ana.
You needed to kill the Ana. So what I'm seeing is there needs to be a little bit more uptime from you when you have cooldowns, and then when you have slam being a little bit more aggressive when you can see it. at least when there's no CC. But this is okay. Like I think like this is like you did damage here. You did fine. You did good cooldowns. You were in a lot. It was fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. What next?
Next one I think is a code. This one's rough. It's also Icon Vault. Can we look at the code? Yeah, okay. We already talked about when we have a static comp, but they just need to deal with the Zarya. So that's
okay,
fine.
so where's the code here?
Yeah,
I'm looking.
It's the Sombra High Ground Korean.
Got it.
server
Yep.
code.
I see it. Let me restart my stream here. Okay. And what we could do is we'll keep. And is this Wrecking Ball?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll keep talking about these things, over and over and over and over again too, because what we just talked about with breaking that choke, it's going to apply here too as well.
Okay.
No other questions so far?
Nope.
Okay. What rank is this?
Diamond. I
Diamond?
think.
Okay, sounds good. 5v5.
I got through this.
Yeah, it's 5. Well, to be fair, you didn't even, there's no hesitation, and you knew they were there, like, all right, well, it's free. Yeah, sure, it's fine.
But I should have done the thing you told me, the grapple up, and it's the same time. I think it's the same.
Yeah, but maybe if they're all here, it's better to go this way. Look at where they're at, right? There's always a hole. There's a hole. Your choice.
Yep.
This is not bad.
I mean, the first point was easy. Then they switched counters, and it was a tough map.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. Come.
All right, now the game starts.
Yeah.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload. Breaking them down.
Okay. Out. Yeah. It's worth pointing out as well right now that they are not really doing anything right now. The card's just moving for free. Now, this is an important moment. There's a lot of CC here. However, you have a good engage. Your team is taking the space right now, right? And you have all your cooldowns. So I think this can work. I probably would have popped adaptive shields there just to cut down on some of the damage that you're taking a little bit. That way you can build it back a little bit faster. But this is fine. Here's what I would say, though. How can you approach this and still get damage in? You got to be smart. How do you approach this?
I think the grapple was wrong. I should have gone maybe grapple someone else and just go more directly. I went like too far away and high and.
Right, because she can't chain hack you, right? Like that's the thing. So if you get hacked once and you get out, there's a period of time where you are more free to do as you'd like. And so if your team is engaged here with the information that you have, and considering you still have cooldowns here, where would you go? What would you do?
I just slam up.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. Grapple through bridge, come up, shoot, slam, pop your adaptive shields. You're cooking. And if you're going to wait, then you need to wait. This is garbage. Right? You need to just stop here and then go for your rollout from here. You kind of get what I'm saying? It either needs to be in or it needs to be out.
Wait. Because I see my teammates is taking the heat.
Sure.
So I thought I was safe.
Sure. But safe to do what? Shoot for 50 damage, 20 damage,
True.
So you might as well, okay, a little bit of distraction is fine, but I really don't want to land here. I don't want to be here. You want to be behind a cover or in the middle of the enemy team, one or the other. And so, yeah, I agree. I think the big thing there was that you probably should just grapple to have gone back. Okay.
And the window, the Sombra chain hack window is like 10 seconds, right?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, something to test. Let me actually look it up. The hack duration is probably like 8 seconds. Yeah, it's 8 seconds. Okay, so 8 seconds. I don't know. Wait. It's either 6 or 8 seconds. Either 6 or 8 seconds. So test that. You might need to test that out with a friend, but it's 6 or 8 seconds, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't love this approach, just because if I don't like going through small rooms with ball. I would have just gone right through them and just go up to here. Probably would have felt a little bit better, but this is okay.
You mean like walk the stairs and
Yeah. Just like grapple through, voom, go up through here.
Okay.
Yeah, probably feels a little bit better. And this is one of those moments where, like, I don't think this is terrible, but you got to be really careful about ball 76. Like using your gun this heavily. So you're gonna get your HP traded super hard. So, what is a way for you to actually kill the EDRE here? So this is where you have to be better. You have to be smarter about how you're engaging this, right? It's fine to engage right now. It's 4v4, okay? So how can you do the most damage that you could possibly do without taking a lot of damage? You tell me.
I'd look for a multi-boops.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
So how would you do it? Coach me through the micro here.
I just grapple like behind her and just try to boop her.
So you go
Back
through
and
her.
forth.
You
Yeah,
through her,
then
and you
I
hit her.
go boop. Then I hit her again. And
So
then I
you-
go. So I boop her. I boop her. Yeah, that way.
Then what? You there? I might have lost you. Can you?
Her again. So that's
Yeah.
two.
Okay. I might have lost you. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. I lost you for about 30 seconds there. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you said
Okay.
you're gonna grapple and boop her this way. Then what? Sorry.
Yeah. Then I go back, but holding on to grapple. So then I go back in to boop her again.
So boop, and then you could even slam off of this here, right? Or even you hold the grapple to actually then get the height and go. Another thing you could do from here as well is like, I don't know if you can kill her through pylon. So you could grapple here, swing up top here, shoot the pylon, break pylon from here, and then set up your engage on either the Honor or EDRE from there, right? The problem here
So
is...
you don't think EDRE was a quick? Because okay, keep going. Sorry.
She
Finish it.
can be if you get all those grapples that you talked about. You absolutely can, yeah. But it's not going to be easy, right? So the problem is you miss the grapple, you take a lot of damage, you shoot a little bit, you don't hit the slam directly, so you only do a little bit of damage with the slam, and then you continue to shoot when she's very, very, very high in HP. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
The problem
Yeah.
with that is...
Yeah. Keep going.
No, the problem is that's just a very, very bad HP trade.
Okay.
Because you didn't hit any of your CDs, you didn't deal with any of their CDs. It's just not a good engage. It's not a good engage. You can't use your entire health pool to just shoot somebody down who's full HP. So if you fail this, like this is maybe the most important lesson. If you mess up your engage, okay, you screwed it up, you didn't get the grapple you wanted, you didn't get the slam you wanted, now what?
Get out. So
I think-
Spider, here's because here's my thought process. Okay.
Please.
So I kind of learned it from you, but basically, it's I only shoot if it's a good trade or if I can kill.
Sure.
Right. So at that moment, I look at me. I have like 400 HP, and she had like 100 something, less than 200.
Sure.
So I felt like I could kill
Sure.
before I die. So I took the. So that's all.
Okay.
The reason I took the trade.
So in that case, that's okay. If you think that you can get the kill, then it's probably okay. But you got to ask yourself, okay, let's put it this way. As you improve, you're going to get this kill less and less often if this is what your engage looks like, right? Because you missed both grapples, you didn't hit the slam, and you didn't even break pylon. You're very forward, and you did so in front of an Ana and a Diva, right? This very rarely will work. If you look at the situation and say that I can get the kill, then I'm okay. So I want you to practice a more effective damage engage versus EDR. Okay, we'll focus on that.
Gotcha.
Sound good?
Yes.
Because ultimately this shouldn't work because of how little damage you did prior to shooting. And it won't work a lot of the time either. Okay. Going back top. Just not a very good approach versus a Sombra. That's all. If you know they're on Sombra, how do you approach this?
I go left out of the castle behind the bridge.
Like here or this way?
Yeah, where the car is. But I didn't wrap around. I just go through the castle, go to the the car.
Right. So that you need to have a much sneakier approach, because if you grapple up through here and she hacks here, we've already seen how that works. It's fine. You'll survive. You could do your slam hack off of that. It's not a big problem. This is too easy, and so yes, you have to run away. You could have adaptive shields here, so what you could have done is you could have run away here. Oh, you didn't have adaptive shields. Oh, that's unfortunate. See, if you'd had adaptive shields here, this might have worked, but yeah, I think you have to run away now. Yeah, do you notice that like you need to fully regenerate and then go in again? You can't, if you are going to go in here, you got to be really careful about how you go in, right? Because look at your cooldowns, look at your HP, right? So.
Well, I just I wait till I have 4 HP. Because I was thinking I have some shield, but I guess that won't last long.
Yeah, that's fine.
Going because
yeah. You can put out pressure right now. That's okay. But the way that you do it has to be cautious, right? It's like you're like a Winston without bubble. You can't go hard in. You got to be sneaky. You got to think, where's Sombra? Where's Ana? Where are these things? And so what's happening is like, basically here's what's happening. It's like your initial engage isn't very good, so you take a lot of damage. Then your team goes in. Then you go, oh no, I need to go help my team. And you're down a lot of HP and you're down a lot of cooldowns. And then instead of being very cautious and trying to help your team a little bit, you try to go all in again, or you're not thinking about the counters, right? So like, how would you coach yourself here? Let's say that you want to do something right now. Okay, fine, sure. You want to help, you got some shields, sure. What do you do? From right here, what do you do?
I don't know.
That's okay. Let's think. Let's try. Let's go back. What should you do? So you don't really know where enemies are. You're missing HP. With the information that you have, what are some options you have?
Maybe go to my team and give them the shield and get healed up by my healer.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. And then what could you do from here? Let's think about your positioning from here. Okay, where would you go?
I go left to get out of the yeah.
So here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Works for me. Good stuff. It's not a bad idea. Good stuff. Good job. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we retract.
Oh, this one's stupid. This one.
Yeah, again, this is this is why you
bad.
need speed and unpredictability versus the Sombra, because otherwise you are cooked. Where was she? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a little bit unlucky, but also like, yeah, it's just yeah. Even without hack there, you would take so much damage from their guns here, like so much damage. Okay.
Hey, Spilo, maybe we can look at a different scenario. We can go to the next one.
Okay. Is this the Antarctica one you want to look at?
Yeah, against the Zarya. That one, I'm also kind of clueless.
Sure. So key things I want to see from you is a more unpredictable, thoughtful engage, and mostly in how you're doing things. And then ultimately, if you're playing versus counters, you need to be very thoughtful about how can I fool them, how can I go in, bait their attention, get out, then go back in again, right? Is this more Wrecking Ball or is this Hazard? Okay.
Yeah, Wrecking Ball.
Okay, let's take a look here.
Second round. Second round.
Okay, we got it. All right, let's take a look here. And you said the Zarya was the one that was difficult here.
I don't know what's difficult. It's just
Sure.
this entire map was difficult.
Sure.
I just didn't know what to do.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Cassidy, Ana, and Zenyatta. Very high risk, high reward. This is yeah. Okay, so you're a little early here, which is crucial, right? Like you're just a little early in terms of when you're going in. Like your team is not initiated yet. So if you turn around here, you need a few seconds. You see this? Just a few seconds. Let them walk forward and then go. The other thing as well is like if we go back to the Eichenwald thing, whether it was breaking first point choke or attacking second point, you know where that backline is. How do you approach this? How do you approach this and do a lot of damage, or how do you approach this and not take a lot of damage? Coach yourself.
Well, I am coming from an off angle, so I guess the angle was fine.
So this starting position is good, sure. Okay, so then what do you do from here for an optimal engage? First off, let them walk forward a little bit more, right? But then from there, what do you do?
This terrain I can't really spin and multi boop. I think so. I have to go for boop and slam. Maybe I don't know. It's so much damage and CC. I'm scared.
Yeah, it is. Well, you should be scared. So remember, you either need to bait that attention, play mind games, or you need to get a lot of damage in, like big boop, big slam. You know what you do here? Neither. Right? You don't play this one low risk, low reward, and you don't play it high risk, high reward. You go right in the middle of the enemy team. You should have died here. One hinder here and you're dead. One hinder and you're dead. Right? So let me give you two options. No, actually, no. You need to figure this out. You need to figure this out.
Okay.
I want you give me. Okay, let's focus on low risk. Low risk. All right. No hard commit here. No hard commit. What do you do?
I roll to the right side the cover. I guess.
Sure. So you grapple now. Whoom. You don't roll in the middle of them. You roll right underneath them as quickly as you possibly can. Or maybe you even grapple here and swing up and over them and pass this way.
Okay.
Right? Okay. What about the high risk, high reward option?
If I get the boop onto, let's say, Ana and slammed Ana and the shield.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. So then how do you get that? So how do you get the hit here? How do you get the grapple hit here? Or how do you get the slam?
Actually, that's gonna be hard because Cassidy will.
It is. Think about it. Think about the ball rework. What tool do you have here?
You mean retract up
Yes.
without the fireball? So I slammed and I have the fireball to get out.
So you retract up to here. What can you do from here?
I just slam.
Slam, shoot, slam, whatever. And then you still have your grapple, right?
Yeah.
So you might die, but there's your high risk, high reward. There's your high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So this is what you're missing here, right? Like I think like this is when I play Wrecking Ball, this is what I struggle with, because you can't just like apply basic positioning principles and like just turn your brain off. You got to be like a street fighter. You got to know your combos. You got to look at every single engage. It's like, do I roll through them? Okay, then how do I roll through them? Okay, wait, no, I need to use my... This is so incredibly hard. And this is, I think, where you're lacking. Not just when I'm asking you the questions and you don't know the answer. I mean, these are hard, right? But when I watch your gameplay, when I watch you attack versus the Sombra and Eichenwald second, when I watch you try to break the first point choke, when I'm watching you engage right now, I'm not impressed. Your fundamentals, like your strategy about how to play Overwatch might be good, but your macro or even your micro of how you engage with ball is not good. You're not doing enough damage and you're taking too much damage. And it's mostly just because of how you're engaging with your grapple or without your grapple or with your sandler or without your slam. Does that make sense?
Yes, but like sometimes like I do like look at the reviewer replay and I try to think combos because you mentioned that a lot in your reviews, the fighting combos. But I can't get any. I just need to think harder and maybe
you need
watch
to think
some
hard.
other balls.
You need to think harder. You need to practice more. And what you can do as well is you can practice a specific type of combo, even if it's bad. Like let's say that your goal here was to, okay, I want to do a lot of roll throughs, right? Okay, how would you roll through this here? How could you roll through this here? What's the best way of rolling through this comp for doing the most damage and the most distraction right now? Was that it? That grapple there it?
I mean, it will work.
Okay. So then where would you roll to? What do you think?
Yeah, I was thinking that before I watched saw
Uh-huh.
this that I actually did it. I don't know if that's good enough.
Sure. Okay, that's okay. So let's see if we do it again. You shoot, distract, shoot, distract. Now what? What do you think about this roll through?
Oh my God, Cassidy is looking.
It's
at
not
me.
going
I
to
don't
work,
know.
right? It's not going to work, right? So then you have to do better on the second. You're going to get hindered here. You should have gotten hindered there, right? You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's bad.
So that's kind of. So then where would you have grappled from here then? Okay, so let's do another roll through. Okay, sure. How do you roll through this?
Oh my God. Maybe I go to no, but that's not. I was thinking we go to the left side of this pole cover, so Cassidy can't hinder me. But I also miss out on the 2 boop damage on these two. So I
Yeah,
don't
but maybe you have to do that. Maybe you have to do that, right? But I like the way that you're thinking. That's good. You're correct. I agree with you.
know. Okay.
I mean, you would also get the slam damage. You don't have to think about that. But yeah, that's good.
The objective is now.
This is just kind of the fight's over. I don't hate the engage, but the fight's over, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Help me.
Honestly, mate, this isn't too shabby. Talk to me through this. All right, ignore your team dying like flies, okay? Now what? What's the plan here?
I see the Zenyatta kind of in the open, so I wanted to test him a little bit. Maybe.
And what would you do? What would you do from here? So keep the thought process going. You roll through the Zenyatta. Now what?
Yeah, then I saw the Cassidy, and I know the Ana is looking at me, so I thought I'll do a change of direction and maybe bait a sleep dart or something.
Yeah, ignore that your team dying because you're going to go out. So would you have rolled like back through this way and then hit and then slammed from here?
I didn't think slam. If I see both the CC, maybe I slam. But I was thinking I just spin around with
Sure.
some change of directions to get a couple boosts.
Sure.
That I was thinking of booping
Uh-huh.
her into my team, but
Uh huh. Little
I try to
early in-
give him the
Yeah.
the
I
shield.
was gonna say. I was gonna say it was a good try with the share. That's unfortunate. Don't shoot. Reset. Go. Reset.
Boop her off.
Yeah. Now what?
Yeah, this is the tough part. Like, I mean,
Why is it tough? Why is it tough? What feels so bad about this? You're right. This is really hard. Why is it so hard?
The midpoint is kind of open, and then
Yes,
the Ana
so-
and
so make it closed.
Ana is like very in the back. Make it close.
How do
So
you
I
get
need to
close?
do another stage before attack.
Where?
So I'm looking at this. I see Cassidy kind of most killable, I guess. So if I make it close to the Cassidy, maybe I do another setup. So I roll through. But that's gonna take so long. I roll through to the right side, the cover, like behind the Cassidy.
Sure.
But I don't know if that's the play because it's gonna take my fireball.
Yeah.
My grapple.
Could you go for the
so
Ana here? Would you not go for the Ana here?
I feel like she's far. Maybe I should, because now I look at it, the Zen was dead, so Ana is alone. So maybe I should go for it.
Well, to me, it's also just like I like that area of the map better, right? It's less open, right? So I'm gonna get blown up less, right? So there's more. Now you'd have to be very patient, but that's fine. You go for this Ana, you don't even need to kill her. You just harass her. Cassie's gonna fall backwards. Genji's gonna fall backwards. Your team will win.
True.
Right. So think when you're playing ball, don't just think about isolated targets and who you need to kill. Think mostly about who's going to be easiest to pressure. Who's going to be easiest to pressure? Think about where they are, right? You look at this here. If the Genji was like over here, I would probably go for Genji and not Ana. just because of where he is and how good it is for me to be here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so because a lot of your engages you need cover, maybe you need a high ground, maybe you need something to grapple off of, you can be really thoughtful about like, okay, how do I want to approach this engagement? Not just because I want to kill that target, but because I really like that spot for ball. I got a lot of cover there. They can't CC me here. You understand?
You know, the Ana is a better target than Cassidy because she can do less damage and has less HP.
Yeah, true. But it's not just that. It's also because, you know, this just feels a little messy right now, and I don't like being in the middle. I like kind of being on the outside, coming. Like if I'm gonna be in the middle, I want a big AOE slam here. Nice. Not the best mines. Yeah, it's just a little bit too little too late. If we had had you on Ana or Cassidy a lot sooner, then I think you win this fight.
Огонь по готовности.
Slam, get out. Yep, good stuff. Good. Grab a health pack, just get out. Oh, I guess he had the touch. That's okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I think the majority of what I've seen here is you not really knowing how to approach an engagement, not really knowing exactly where to go, and a lot of that just comes from practice about how to engage and where to engage. I don't think that you made any egregious errors. I think your team got picked a lot really early fight, which really sucks. But I think what you need to do is you need to go into games and you need to go, okay, I want to practice my roll throughs. I want to practice, deciding how do I want to set up. Okay, who do I want to set up on? Okay, what part of the maps can I utilize? And you just need a lot of repetition. You're not making any egregious errors here. Your team played very poorly for a while. But moments like this here, right here, not this one here, where am I looking at? This here really hurts. Like, you're up one here, you must do something here, right? Like, we got to go in, right? We got to at least get some sort of damage on Cassidy, right? Or we have to get something on Ana. Right now, it's like, you literally do nothing, right? You know, it's not like you don't quite get the grapple off and don't quite get the slam off, and I think that's where things hurt you here. You could have gone for Cassidy, that's fine. You had the cooldowns for it, you had the HP for it. You could have gone for Ana, that would have been fine too, but ultimately nothing really happens, and that's kind of where it hurts. Does that make sense?
I think my intention was to boop the Cassidy off into the point.
Sure, that would have been fine.
If I got the boop, then
yes.
it would be good.
Correct. That would have been fine. You would have actually done something. Yes. You want to look at another code?
I think that's enough for ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Main takeaways for you is you need to practice how you're engaging. That's by far the most important thing. There's a lot of ins and outs, but you have to think about how you're using your grapple and how you're staging with your engage. You have the right ideas, but you're not always doing it correctly, and it needs to be practiced more.
Fighting combo.
Yep, fighting combo. Hazard?
Yep, please.
King Zoro code? Hazard reload rule. What is that?
Yeah, so I wanted because the right click also reloads.
Yes.
So I don't know if there's a rule like I need to, like a hard rule, like when I need to reload. Is there like a simple rule?
No, there isn't. It's not really something that you're super worried about. Your block is almost exclusively used to mitigate the amount of damage that you take. Very rarely is it utilized to kind of weave in reloads. Basically, the idea is that you will have more damage uptime if you don't wait until you're 1 HP to block. So one of the big mistakes a lot of new Hazard players make is that they don't block until they're 1 HP. Right? Okay. You need to block burst damage. You need to block damage to keep your armor up and so on. And if you do that well, you will also reload well. Because think about it this way. Let me pull up practice range really fast here. What will happen is you will go in with a combo, and then bad Hazard players will do this, right? So they'll go in with a combo. Oh no, I'm 1 HP. I'm going to block. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then it's too late, right? A good Hazard's going to go in. and then block, and then shoot, whoop, weave a block, right? Shoot, weave a block. And you notice that you do this, not only are you going to manage your HP and your armor a lot better, but you're basically never going to reload. You're just going to continually do damage and damage and damage and damage and damage. So I would never purposefully think about my block as a way to use reload necessarily. Instead, you'll notice that if you use your block correctly, you won't have to reload as much automatically.
Ready for battle.
Does that make sense?
Ready. 3.
I don't hear you again.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me
Hello?
now? I can hear you now.
Yes.
Okay, does that all make sense?
that
Did
makes
you hear what I
sense.
said?
Yeah,
Okay,
makes
yeah,
sense.
sounds good.
Yeah.
So it's not something you have to think about, but you'll notice it if I'm bad with my block, then I'm gonna find myself reloading more awkwardly. Okay. Any other questions with Hazard here?
Maybe you can skip a couple of winning fights. Just start from.
So just
losing.
focus on second point here.
Sure. Same point. Yeah, same point.
Works for me.
По готовности.
Okay, we'll go to here. You want to start here?
Sure.
Okay, tough comp to play versus. A little bit of poke damage here. Zarya is not a tank matchup that is great for you. And Ana Zenyatta, obviously, like that's a tank's worst nightmare. But obviously, big risk, big reward. So, looking at where your team is positioned now, let's pretend that your Kiriko and Torbjorn were alive. What would you do from here? Let's say your Torb and Kiriko are shooting here. What would you do?
The stop card. And
Just stop
while
card, right.
in cover.
While in cover, right? And this is where you can literally just use your block right now because you're not doing any damage. Just block. So we're missing some, so I want you to get out. You need to get full out. Actually, yeah, you need to get full out. See, your mistake here is just more like your team isn't here yet, and so you shouldn't be fighting. That's the big mistake here. So you understand what I'm saying, right? Like this is not good because of where you have somebody in spawn. So this is not... I also don't know if you should peel that there. Okay, maybe he gets traded. Okay, so you actually are even here. Okay, so think of your mobility as positional freedom, right? You will never beat Zarya like this. How will you beat Zarya? How will you beat Zenyatta? What space can you take from here?
Off angle where I can shoot the Zarya while not peeking the Zen.
Sure, and it doesn't have to be Zarya. It can be anything, right? So
Yeah,
where is
sure.
that? Where is that? Because you do take top right here,
Behind you.
but I think you can do better than that even. What do you think?
I don't see anywhere one jump away. I mean, I can make like long rotations. But I don't know.
Sure,
if
why
that's-
not? What's happening right now, right? Nothing right now.
Oh, okay.
So you might as
Okay.
well, right? I think that the best angle here is you take the space here. Even if let's say Hanzo's not here. Now you think about what can I do from here, right? You can threaten your ultimate from here. You can threaten space. Don't give her something to shoot. She is slow. You are not. You don't need to give her a target to shoot, right? And so then you're dropping here and you're letting her shoot you, and you're standing also in front of the enemy backline, right? You will never, ever, ever win this tank trade off of that. You have to utilize cover, utilize your mobility. That's the key thing with Hazard. Does that make sense? Utilize cover, utilize mobility. Utilize cover, utilize mobility.
Like when you asked me the question at that moment, you're saying my team wasn't fighting. I guess I was scared my team would feed.
Sure. Sure. But the reality is that's going to happen sometimes, of course, right? But let's be honest. Are you really contributing anything of value here?
I'm the one feeding.
You're the one feeding, right? Like you're demanding resources. You're getting destroyed right now. So you're not doing anything of value anyway. So you might as well just do nothing for a moment and then set up for an engage that actually matters, right?
True.
I'm not saying that you can't shoot tank. Like I like this a lot better. If you were to shoot Zarya, this would not be terrible. Why?
Because he's backline.
Yeah.
Can't see me, but I think
Yeah.
my backline can see. Yeah.
It's just cover, right? It's just more consistent cover. You're playing cover better. You can take the tank trade. This is fine. Even this is fine. No, we're down a few, so I want you to be very careful. But this is okay. Short range flank, short range off angle. Sure. You could have walled her off and just taken the tank trade, actually. Absolutely. Because remember, you're not scared of Zarya necessarily by herself. You just don't want to be in the open in front of the entire enemy team, right? So from here, what could you do?
I let her shoot me a little bit while the bubble is active. Then I wall her off, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, wall her in to get her stuck. Bubble, like you said, you block the bubble, right? So you don't feed that much charge and you don't take that much damage. And then you wall her off. You force that second bubble, and then maybe you will force trance, disengage, go from there, right?
If I block, I give her energy. That's okay.
Yes, but it's very little energy compared to your primary fire.
Walls out. My ultimate's ready.
Sure. Good response. Good use. Good force of. Not bad. I would have been a little bit more deliberate about who you were aiming for, so you could tell you were indecisive. Just pick one. Just pick one and get it. I would generally go for these guys because this guy can deflect. I'm not sure if you know that, but he can deflect the ult, so just be aware of that. And then here, what's the plan? Right? What should you do?
I know. I think I thought Ana was rooted, so I was going for that. I couldn't. I thought I got Ana.
That's fine. What should you do right now?
Just don't take damage.
Don't take damage, right? Whether that's wall or block. Wall should be thrown at the floor, disengage, run. Set up your next angle.
Okay.
Yeah, good use of cover here. It's been a little bit better here. It's still messy from how you're, but it's overall you're being a little bit sneakier. Good wall. A little too far, so you took a little bit too much damage.
Okay.
And then you can't stay here. Where's the next step? You got two choices. Where are your choices?
Have to go back to Ana. I think anywhere else
You could go back here. You could go back here again, right? As long as you don't drop in the middle of the open, but you could go back here, or you could go back here and then take the angle again here, yeah. But you can't be here.
Wait, can we go back a little bit? Like when they just like walk like past the corner, and I just see like three of them. Like right this moment, I should have left maybe a couple seconds, or like because I didn't see any. To me, I was taking cover until that exact moment. So what did I do wrong?
This is not cover if they turn the corner.
Yes, exactly.
You understand? When you're here, they can turn the corner and you can just duck the door frame, right? When they turn the corner here, well, you just duck the door frame. This is temporary cover, where they're going to take the fight here. So this is not cover anymore. Right? You got to.
So I just need to predict that they are gonna.
Not even prediction. Like if you were playing Reinhardt, this is a corner that you don't generally want to hold for that exact reason. It's not permanent cover,
okay.
right? Like when you're playing Rein, you'd play here, right? Where it's like a little bit more long range cover, or you would play something like here, where there's a little bit more options for cover. This is just too open. This is too much open space, and there's no verticality here at all. If you have verticality, that's probably a good factor too. I know what you're saying, but if you were playing any other tank, I don't think that you'd see yourself holding this corner very often, or in any other tank, and Hazard's no exception to that rule. And it's just because there is no disengage. There's no cover here. This is just a
ball player thinking this is cover.
Right, exactly. Like a ball you'd play somewhere like here, or a ball you play somewhere like here. And a ball and Hazard aren't the same, but they have similarities, right? They have similarities.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine-ish, but then yeah, as soon as they turn that corner, you just disengage. Yes. And here, I would probably just die. I would just go get a kill on Ana or Hanzo and just die real quick. I don't think you can get out. Maybe? Yeah, okay, so you're good. Close, though.
I'll worth the risk.
Sure. Good use of the jump, good use of your mobility. Just block. Yep, just block. Don't take damage. Good stuff. Yeah, that was good. It was good because let's talk about what was good about it, all right? So let's go back. So look at how you approached. So your team is on main. You probably should have grabbed the Mega here to be full HP, but you come in from the left. So look at the approach already, all right? So your team's here, you come in from the left. You jump past the Zarya and then wall off the CC. So she actually sleeps nothing. Then you go, oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. So I shoot and then I immediately block, right? I'm not 1 HP yet, but I'm blocking right now. So I'm not only reloading my weapon, look at that in the bottom right, but I'm also reducing the amount of damage that I take. I stop blocking when I see that I can actually kill him. Oh no, I'm getting focused. He's getting bubbled. This is high charge Zarya. I just block. So you could have even blocked this sooner if you'd wanted to, just to keep your HP high, right? And then you cancel that to finish your slash combo when you see that she's low. This was good.
Danger close.
Okay. So where should you position now? Do you like this? Good,
Awkward
bad?
because my team is all up there.
Yeah.
So
Are you on an
I
off
feel
angle though?
I'm-
Like look at where your team is and look at where you are. You're still
Yes,
kind of
that's
on an off angle, right? Like you're still harassing from a different direction. It's okay. This is just where I would say in general this is okay. Just pay attention to when your team is fighting and try to help. So like right now this is good. Why? Because is your team fighting?
Yep.
Yes. Could you have been better positioned for this? Maybe. Maybe you could have gone up here with them. But again, you kind of have an off angle from here. I even like what you're about to do with the wall here. This is good. Very good. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is clever. Now where do you go if they push that corner?
Oh, this is so stupid. I do something stupid. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I see my team going in, so and we have man advantage.
Yeah, but you need to know about sleep dart nade. You need to probably have wall here as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't hate this, but I would probably only do this if he was one.
Okay.
I needed to just spam block now, and then yeah, it's just too deep. It's too deep because of the nade. So what could you have done here instead? Sombra's out, now what?
Do I not push? Do I hold this choke?
Sure. You could hold the choke. You could wall climb up top. Why would you not? If you're going to approach from a different angle. Approach for something with cover, right? You see here?
I'm worried that this is an active fight going on, and if I rotate.
Okay. So
something
if
bad
you
could
want to
happen.
if you want to rotate in, you need cover. So then where would you jump to?
Seconds remaining.
High ground.
Well, maybe. Where else could
Or-
you jump to?
Oh, just the left door.
Yeah, just jump in here. You missed the slash. Who cares? You need to get in here. You need cover, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, you got to think again. Like you got to think about this like Wrecking Ball, right? Like there's less tech, but Wrecking Ball. Like, would you just go in and slam in here without knowing anything about CC or CDs or anything, and being like missing your crucial cooldowns? Imagine no adaptive shields Wrecking Ball doing this, right? You'd probably die, right? You'd probably die. So.
I think we do have one person up, but
True.
that's not good enough.
But it's not good enough because it costs you cooldowns to get that. It costs you your wall to do that.
Okay.
Right? So from here, you can go in, but you got to be really careful. You got to jump here, you got to listen, and then you can go from there. Right? So, as always, I don't mind, you looking for, you're thinking about your wall, you're thinking about engaging, but you're not thinking as creatively about your positioning, and you're not thinking as thoughtfully and clever about your engage. And that should sound familiar because that's the exact same problem you had with Wrecking Ball. Does that make sense?
Charging.
And we look at the second point attack.
Yes, we sure
Because
can.
we got footholds on the attack, so it's the same thing. The engage. I don't see the engage.
Okay.
Yeah, if we don't have time, we don't have to look at first one. But if we do, we can look at first one. Is also terrible.
Let's look at second if that's the one that you had questions about.
Sure. Yeah, this one. Yeah,
All
this
right.
one.
So then let's be clever here. So, once things kind of settle out, all right. I like this. This is a good starting position here. You got a little off angle here. You've got cover. Your team is fighting. I don't hate the wall. I probably would have saved the wall just in case because I don't think there's enough value with where you were. But
I
think,
try to save my sojourn with that wall.
right. Yeah, you didn't have the HP for this play. So this is fine. They surprised you. You ate sleep. You ate nade. You need to get out and nade. Now I know you're like, oh, my Kiriko's in, so I'm gonna help her. Honestly, no, she's dead. It is what it is. She's dead. There's nothing she can do. This is, you just don't have the HP, and you ended up only hitting Doomfist with this, at least to your knowledge. You didn't know about BAP right there. This is not worth it. This is not worth it. You don't have the HP for this.
I was thinking I have 2 supports healing me behind me right now.
Doesn't
and
matter.
I have 1 DPS.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still missing half your HP. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
You're still missing half your HP, and your supports have other things to think about at that point in time, right? Like here's what's happening is there's always a reason for some of the mistakes that you're doing. Okay, there's always a reason, right? You're like, oh, I gotta save them. You gotta help them. But you're prioritizing the wrong things. When you're half HP and you don't have block or wall, and all you see is a trapped Doomfist, you're done. Get out, reset, do another engage.
Wait, so you're saying the ult was okay? But
I mean,
afterwards.
if the plan with the ult was to get a kill on a squishy or to save your Kiriko, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to just use an ultimate to stabilize, like right there, root them in place, and then decide what you want to do from there. That's fine. It's not optimal, but it's okay. But you can't go, oh, this is a full HP Doomfist. I'm half HP, and I'm gonna go in. No. So you have to. It's the same kind of thing here, where it's like you need to, when you engage on the soldier, you're thinking too much like a quote unquote team player, and you're feeding repeatedly, right? You need to think about what's best for you. How am I going to live? How am I going to do damage? Where's my next combo? Where's my next position right now? In no world is this appropriate, unless this Doomfist is 1 HP, or this is Zenyatta who's 1 HP, or you're nano boosted, or something like that, right? I want you to think about each engage logically, right? I'm missing HP, I'm missing cooldowns, I should probably wait. Or I'll pop my ultimate, but I don't have any HP, so I'm not going to go for it. You remind me a little bit of like a gold Genji player that every time they pop blade, they just want to go, right? But they don't have deflect. Their team is dead. It's just, oh, but I have to go. No. Be smart about it. Be cocky. Like right now, this is smart. You have cooldowns, your team is fighting, you're rotating. Your team is walking forward, you check your team's positioning, love to see it. Poke him out. Probably didn't need wall there, because you're hiding anyway, right? So... yeah.
I try to wall him in, but...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, then that's okay. Okay, so we don't have wall, though. So we need to take space. We need to take space carefully. So this is okay. I don't mind this. Yeah, good. Smart. It's good. Now, where's the next step here? Where's your next cover? You're missing HP.
I need resources.
Right, so where would you go?
I can't go to left so my supports can heal me.
Sure, so you can jump across to the corner here. Now you might need to block during that jump, but yeah, don't go in, just use cover. This is good. This is patient. They're using a lot of ults here, but this wasn't bad. This was better. You were a little bit more strategic and a little bit more patient about how you approach. The problem is that you used 2 walls, 1, 2 on traps, and you missed both of them. Right? That's it. But that's okay. All right, let's try it again. So we come out, we're being strategic, we're being thoughtful. Let's take high ground, we're listening, we're checking our team, we're pinging. Okay, we're gonna go top again, it's fine.
30 seconds remaining.
Where should you go next?
This is the read, I'm not too sure. Like the back line, if they are contributing, I need to jump on them and wall and do something, or I should ignore them, focus on the front line. I wasn't sure.
Sure. So let me ask you a question. Can you get to this backline reasonably without dying? Or is this too far? Do you have the HP? Do you have the cooldowns? Do you have the space or the position for it?
If I go like decisively, I think I could, but I was hesitating in the air.
Sure.
Right here.
Sure. I'm gonna be honest with you, mate. No chance.
Mm-hmm.
No chance.
Oh, okay.
They're too far.
Okay.
Too far. Too far.
Okay.
Because
So
you're
that's
going
a
to
bad
all.
read by me.
It's a bad read, right? It's a bad read. You're forcing this too far. So this is a good rotation. So how do you get closer to backline from here without dying?
Yeah, that's. I thought about that a lot. Maybe the top right, the platform, but I'm not sure.
It's still open, right? We need cover. We desperately need cover. That's been, if we had like one lesson for your hazard, right? It's like not being creative with your engage and just taking so much damage, right? So where's the next step with cover? You don't have to go now.
Do I go to the right like the first time again?
Like here? Well, that doesn't get you any closer. We need to get you closer, but without.
Maybe I jump left, then I walk.
Sure. Right
Yeah,
here. This
yeah,
is
something
fine.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is fine. Shoot the Genji, wall off the BAP or on it if you need to, and just hold the space here. Keep that
great.
backline out, right? And then from here, if you do get your wall, or you have your wall, or you have your ult, or you get Nano Boost, or you hear a Sleep Dart, or you hear a nade, or they're low, or you... Then this engage feels so much better because it's just closer.
Yeah, that's smart. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Right,
I
but-
looked at that vault for so long, I didn't think of that.
But this is what you have to practice on both your Wrecking Ball and both your Hazard as well. It's how you're approaching engagements. You got to think not just instant gratification. I go in, I get the kill, slam, bam. But I got to be thoughtful. How do I get closer to them? How do I bait a CD without dying? How do I avoid taking damage? See, I know what you're going to do. You're thinking about going in and you get walled off, but honestly, your Mei saved your life.
That's not
If you
her
jump
fault,
in
it's my
here,
fault.
you will get slept and you will die 100%. You are cooked. It is over.
So how do I practice that? I just play more? Or...
Well, you need to know, because you need to go in and you need to go, okay, how do I take space as Hazard? How do I harass and distract? The goal of Hazard, like most tanks, is a close range angle, a close range off angle,
Yeah.
right? So you go, I would love if I could just teleport to here. That would be great, but I can't.
Yeah.
So how do I get there? Not now, but in 2 seconds or 3 seconds, or start to get there. Because remember, you getting here is still taking space. You're scaring them. They don't want to walk forward anymore. You're not actively killing them, but it's still taking space, right? If we go back to how you played first point, we'll look at one fight on first point really fast here. I want to see how you took it. Did you patiently and deliberately take space here? Let's find out.
Good as new.
You clear top right. Nobody here. Okay. We get a pick. We got traded. Okay. Backline's so far away. Where's the next step right now? Where's the next step? If you go in, you're feeding. Where do you go? Close range
cover. Right side cover.
Right side cover.
It's
Right.
either the car or the wall.
Here,
One of-
I like this way better. Get up to here, wall climb up to here, you're cooking. They all run away to here. Now what? What do you do from
the
here?
telephone booth.
Yeah, so you could wrap around here, drop here, and then go from here. You could even jump to here and hold the corner here, and then wall climb up, and then harass and distract from here. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't play chess by immediately jumping your queen onto the king because they know that that's what's coming. They try to stop you. You got to be patient. So right from here, yes. Good. Now what? Now what's the next step? Yeah, see, this is where you got stuck, right? You didn't know where to go from here. Now, to be fair, your team got picked, which is not your fault, but you needed to get up here, and then you needed to go to here, and then you need to kind of make your decision from there. This is too open. You see this? This is too open, too exposed. I'm going to see what you do again here. All right, poke him out. Good. Sure. Yeah, this is good. Oh, no, don't go back.
Oh, I didn't even have it. I thought I had the slash. If I had the slash perk, can I do it?
No, because this angle is too
No.
important for you. I know what you're thinking. Oh, the damage, right? But like, you need to hold this position because this is your next step. Because you know what? Actually, okay, your team isn't back from spawn yet, but they're about. Like, let's say your team was here. If your team was here, you could absolutely go for the BAP here because he's really close, and you have your wall to block CC. You see, but just you being here is really important. This is what's providing pressure. As soon as you back off, you take pressure off of the BAP. You take pressure off of the Ana. Let's see what you do here. Sure. Okay. Now what? Where's the next step? Okay. Good. Oh, no. Oh, you need to get her. You need to kill her. Oh, no, she lives. You needed to kill her. Just because she was really isolated. Okay, there we go. Sure. Your first point was much better than your second point. I'm not going to lie with you. I think that you're not doing it perfectly, but you're doing a much better job of kind of like wrapping around corners and being sneaky and then flanking here, then high ground there. And then you kind of see what I'm saying? You're doing a much better job of rotating yourself. Okay. What needs to be practiced here? With Hazard
Like
specifically.
this finding out approach thing, like I'm still not sure because like the second point, the reason I wanted you to look is because it's not like I turned off my brain.
Of course. Okay, I lost you for a second there. Can you still hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back now. Go ahead. You
Hello?
said it's not like I
Okay.
turned off my brain and then you cut out.
Yeah, so like the left side, the cover that you told me to stage, like I literally looked at it and I couldn't figure it out when I was looking at
That's
myself.
okay. That's okay.
So
That's why we're
how
here.
do I practice to figure out myself next time?
You need to, in the moment, think about how do I get close to the enemy team and set up my engage with cover without dying, and be okay with a 2 or maybe even 3-step process. You understand? 1 step, then 2 step, then 3 step. And then you just have to practice. If you go into a replay code and you look at it and you think about it for a really long time and you cannot figure it out, that's okay. But that probably won't happen very often. Most of the time, you'll probably come up with a good way of engaging. We did that sometimes with Wrecking Ball, right? When I asked, okay, what's the right engage? What's the right engage? When you were forced to think about it, you could generally come up with a pretty good solution. And I think you need to do the same thing with Hazard. If there are some situations when you really don't know how to approach or don't know what to do, you can send me a screenshot and I'll tell you exactly what I think. But you just have to practice setting up again, setting up again and again and again. That's how you have to practice it. And remember, it's not just positioning, standing there, but positioning 1 and then positioning 2, right? It's going from this position to the next position, and that's where I think you just have to actively practice it.
Okay.
If you go into a spot and you're like, I really don't know how I was supposed to rotate here, I've looked at the replay code and I've looked and I just cannot figure it out, that's okay. It's honestly fine.
Okay.
No, totally fine. Any other questions?
Yeah, one more question about
course.
the macro. So just from the gameplay you reviewed, any like glaring micro like aim mechanics I need to like focus on practicing, or just keep playing?
So Hazard, I think you need to do a little bit better job with your cover usage in general and how much damage that you were taking. Like you can blow up really fast. And then with Wrecking Ball, no, not really. Beyond just focusing on your engages. No, not beyond that. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.